Welcome to Dicey Situations, folks. I'm your DM, Ryan, joined by my chaotic crew. Let's start this way.
Rich, I'm playing Theo, level 2 fighter.
I'm Mark. I'm playing Glebnor, the multi-class, one-level rogue, one-level barbarian.
I'm Harout. I'm playing Toolugga, Ploopploopleen, level 2, one cleric, one monk.
Beautiful. All right, gang. Let's do a quick little recap, and then we'll get right back into the madness. Last time on Dicey Situations, our adventurers found themselves in the heat of combat against Irina, the porcupine bandit, and her gang of thugs. Realizing how dangerous this fight was, our chaotic crew turned up the heat and we had our first level up. Glebnor channeled his rage, taking a level in Barbarian, while Toolugga let his fist do the talking with a level of Monk. And finally, Theo pushed himself into an action surge with another level of Fighter. From there, they made their way to the Kuatoa bathhouses to convince Perpribulus of their scheme to replace his makeshift god Gongilla with Theo. At the Ploopploopleen Jamboree, their plan came together, and with a flash of fire and trickery, the god Bleeblee was born. Now the gang gets ready to make their way to the Belching Bog to find a missing scout crew who were sent on a scrap mission from Yarnao, the junk shaman. And that's where we're going to find our guys right now. I believe in our last session, you guys, just really pulled the wool over the Kuatoa's eyes. We've got... And then in our little talk back, you guys rolled to see how many followers you had, and I believe it was 91.
Yes,
That is correct.
Way more than I would have liked. So I will say you guys have kind of split up a little bit to start gathering just any supplies or equipment you need before you make your way north. But yeah, let's follow Theo as you make your way through the streets. I will say at first, it is a little tough for you to make your way through the crowd of Kuatoa as they are all just like, Bleeblee, Bleeblee, all hail Bleeblee.
I think Theo is just walking through. Yes, it is Bleeblee. I need to go this way, please, part.
You see that there's a little Kuatoa fishman that looks very skinny as he walks up to you, and as you're trying to get around the streets, as you bump into him, he just puffs out into a big pufferfish Kuatoa. It's like, oh, sorry, move out, I'm sorry, give me a minute. Give me an acrobatics check to try to get around this man.
That'll be a 16.
Oh, 16. You see, as this guy puffs big and wide, he kind of fills up the entire alley you were trying to walk through, but you kind of duck underneath his big, round, bulbous body and make your way back to your small kind of like hovel apartment here. What would you like to do in there?
So knowing that we're going to be out for an extended period of time, not wanting any possible contraband in my house if anything goes wrong, I'm going to go to the closet and go to that like back room and gather all the pieces I've been collecting for something that I'm tinkering with.
Perfect. Yeah, you go into your apartment, hit the little button on the side of the back of the closet, and as you go into your little workshop, you're able to gather up the pieces of the weapon you've been working on and building. You kind of get them all bundled up together and make your way back into the town. You two, where are you two headed?
We were just at the smith. I was trading in some weapons to get my new hammer.
Perfect.
That goes good with my barbarism.
Of course.
Barbarism.
Yep.
And I don't know what Daddy was doing.
Yeah. What do you guys have any preparation you'd like to make before you guys head out?
I took a nap in my little coral crib.
Okay.
Yeah, I got nothing planned. I'm all good.
Yeah, you guys head back into the Kuatoa district again. Once again, in the kind of cavernous ass area of the Dreadforge Colossus. As you guys make your way down there, getting back to your quarters, you see your mother, Momine, is fussing over you. As you're like, well, I don't know if you should do it. She's panicked but kind of excited. Do you have snacks for the road?
Mother, I have plenty of snacks. Look at this bag I have for my son.
Or what am I looking at here?
It's just it's like a sack of, you just hear jars jingling in there.
Those are just jars. What he's gonna eat? He's small. Look at you, Glebnor. You're getting thin. She just kind of starts touching the sides of your gooey body.
Meemaw. I'm gonna be fine.
No.
I'm good.
I would just feel a lot better if you both took some treats from the Koto. It'll be good. And you see that she kind of has this like kind of gaudy handbag that as she puts her hand in, just keeps pulling different snacks out of. She's like, just take the whole thing. She's gonna hand you the handbag, Toolugga. This is a bag of holding.
Infinite snack.
I think you guys will probably need them. All right, well, we'll be back in time for the centennial. It's very important. The 7th centennial, it's a big one. And I'm sure that your friend Theo is, of course, a god, but if he isn't, you're still allowed to come back. In case anything goes wrong, it's totally fine.
Mima, didn't you see?
I saw something, I'll say that.
He's clearly the new god.
We were really excited about Gongilla, but these things happen.
Gongilla. Bleebly was born 4th of Gongilla.
You see at this point, kind of pushing down the hallway of these like Kuatoa caverns, you see Pribulis is like, did someone say Gongilla? Is maybe he back or?
Brother, go back to your room.
Have we maybe changed our mind on Gongilla?
No, the mind is Gongilla is dead forever, and out of his body burst forth Bleebly.
Not that I'm not excited about Bleebly, but I'm just saying. I mean, you'll be gone for a week. I'll workshop some stuff. Maybe we can kind of come back together.
Brother, Gongilla's gone. It's in his name. Gongilla. He's gone.
Well, I don't know. All right, well.
How are you not accepting Bleebly as our one true god?
It's just. I mean.
Were you not witness?
I witnessed something. It's fine. Okay, sidebar, real quick.
Sidebar.
Listen, I need you to go. You need to get the hell out of here because I need a full week if we're gonna figure this out. How are we gonna get the rain to come when you come back?
I'll just create water again. I don't know. Listen, we'll figure it out. We got a week.
Uncle Pee-Pee, we got this.
This is a Kuatoa sidebar. You
son.
Stay out of it. All right.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. Return to the sidebar.
Sidebar.
I'm just saying that I think it'd be really important if now this really comes back on me when just because we kind of I think it was good that we kind of pushed a lot of it on you, but there still might be people that think, well, if the rain doesn't come, maybe it was Gongilla's fault. And I know what you're talking about.
I don't think they're gonna look at Gongilla's body, and I point to the heap of remains.
Yeah, you can see that there's a couple of Kuatoa just pulling the like big floppy squishy body of Gongilla through the caverns.
Brother, I think it's gonna work. I got you a week. We'll figure something out.
Okay, I'll start reaching out to some of the other groves, see if they can help or anything. I have contacts. Okay. Well, mother, brother is going on a very important mission.
A pilgrimage.
Well, I have a lot of work to do preparing for our new god's return. Oh, praise Bleebly. He kind of plops away.
Yes,
down
brother.
the aisle. Yeah, and I'll say you guys can kind of rest up a little bit and get ready. And then I think we'll kind of cut to a little bit later in the day. You guys are going to all go out through the main gate, and you can see that the main gate of Titaghol, Titaghol again is built around this, the kind of skeleton of this Dreadforge Colossus, but the gate, think of it as if this big Colossus had kind of fallen back into this grove, and on the back of the Colossus, they've kind of made a gate where his back would be. So as you kind of walk through the heart of Titaghol, you can see that the giant Warforged or Dreadforged back just kind of plops down, and there's 91 Kuatoa waiting to send you off. As you guys all kind of meet up here.
Yes, fellow brothers.
Yes.
And sisters, can't forget you.
There's a couple of like little like female seahorse looking Kuatoa that are just like, we're here for Bleebly. Is Bleebly gonna be here?
He's coming. Bleebly's on his way, and we will venture forth on this pilgrimage.
Theo, at this point, you kind of push through the crowd of Kuatoa as they all kind of part the way. Bleebly.
Theo is just like going through, shaking hands, like, yes, it's me, Bleebly, and giving people like high fives and just playing it up.
Look at Bleebly, a god of the people, everyone.
Can I get a performance check from you maniacs?
That's an 8.
Okay.
It's a nat 1.
It's a 12.
You know, in the kind of like fervor of the last kind of interaction you had, people were really excited about Bleeblee. But seeing the three of you just like holding rucksacks and camping equipment and getting ready to walk into the woods, you can see that people are maybe a little concerned at this point. You see there's a couple guys in the crowd. There's a little Kuato man that kind of looks like a little catfish, and he's just like, I don't know, I kind of liked Gongilla. Maybe this will work. Sorry, Bleeblee, all the way.
Yes, Bleeblee.
He sees Toolugga mean mugging him as there's a bit of dissent in the crowd.
I'm gonna become tall. Fucking mean mug this guy.
Can I get an intimidation check?
10?
10? I mean, he's a little catfish, man. He's like, oh, sorry.
We're hearing this anti-Bleeblee talk out of you.
And I will say there is like one or two fish guys in the crowd, and they kind of look and they're like, isn't Bleeblee just Theo? We know him. But that's fine. As you've gotten so much bigger, everyone's like, well, it'll probably go great. They've got they've got a big plasmoid and everything will be fine. Yeah. But I will say, everyone give me a perception check if you would.
That's a nat 1.
Okay.
That's also a nat 1.
I got an 18.
Okay, you two are just getting ready to leave. You're kind of the crowd's kind of dispersing at this point. You're just kind of striding forward. But you, Toolugga, you see that there is a very small figure that's kind of moving through the crowd and is going to like tug on the side, like on your cloak. And you see that the little turtle apprentice to the archmage or the archdruid is there.
Hey, excuse me, sorry.
Just kind of pushing through people.
Hi, Gamey told me to give you this, and let them know, that you're, allowed to go, to the bog.
And it kind of holds up a little symbol of Gamey Green. The dry archdruid is not here right now, but she has sent her little apprentice that way. And you guys have seen this little fellow around before. This is Belshi.
Belshi, thank you.
Yeah, she said, you guys each have to go, just head north, and, before you get to the mountain, you will find, the Bracken Ridge post, and there, just let the wardens there know that you're totally allowed to go into the bog. It's totally fine.
It's okay?
Yeah, no,
No problems.
no, we respect all religions here at Titaghol, and, if this is what the Kuatoa want, Gamey's all behind it. Anything for the rain, because she is, I don't know if you noticed, but a bit dry.
I never met someone who was clinically dry before.
Yeah, you know, that old age for the elves really catches up.
Should have moisturized as a young elf. All that tanning really catches up.
Oh, you know, she's so vain, you know. She really had that nice bronze tan, but yeah.
I could envelop her for a little bit if she'd like when we get back.
Pass that along. I'm sure she'll be excited.
Son, we need to wait till you're a grown-up before you start doing that.
Toolugga, he's got to learn sometime.
We'll have that talk later, son.
You're defying our godfather.
I said we'll have it just later.
Okay.
It's like one like hangover kind of fish guy. It's like, it's definitely Theo, right? Is no one else?
You, down in front.
What?
Come up here for a moment.
Sure. You see, kind of looks like a minnow. Little fish man kind of walks up. Toolugga, I'm just saying, man. I mean, it's just clearly Theo. We know him. He's lived here his whole life.
Listen, man.
What?
Sidebar.
Okay, real quick.
Listen, all right?
Okay, yeah. What's up?
I need a week.
Okay.
Can you not cause problems for a week?
I'm not trying to cause problems. I'm just saying, like,
Sounds like you're causing problems.
I'm just saying, like, you know, that's clearly Theo. He's lived here his entire life. Most of us know him. I don't know why everyone's not really picking up on that. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah. Have fun.
All right.
Okay, have fun, Toolugga.
Bleeblee, right?
Yeah, Bleeblee. Good luck, Bleeblee.
Just Theo just gives him like a big smile and a thumbs up, like, yeah.
That's our guy.
And then turns and he's like, this is fucking, oh God.
Spread the word.
Yeah, I will. God, this is stupid. He just kind of plots away at this point.
Would you prefer Gongilla?
No, Gongilla was bad. That's true.
Yeah. We got a week, all right?
Can move.
Yeah.
And is alive.
That's also true. Okay. Well, hey, you know, Theo, Bleeblee, I'm sure you're gonna do great. out there.
Thank you.
Theo's gonna put a bolt in the hand crossbow while looking at this Kuatoa and just be like, yeah, keep quiet. And then put the hand crossbow.
Okay.
All right, Bleebly.
Who's gonna make angry-looking eyebrows?
Oh no. On your big, beautiful blue eyes.
Yep.
Okay, I was just trying to tell you to not, be so loud about it, but I guess I gotta double down. You better not tell anyone I grab him by the collar.
Okay, no, guys, sorry. I'm just saying. Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
I mean, how are you gonna insult a god?
Yeah, you're right. I would never do that. I am gonna leave now. I'm gonna go.
And if we hear anything when we get back,
No, no.
we'll have to, have a talk.
I'm sure there's no other way people would figure out that it's just the kid Theo that we've known our whole lives, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go.
Do we want him to go at this point?
No, wait, hold on.
I mean,
He seems okay.
are you sure? He could blow our cover.
Can I do a check?
Can I get an inside check?
I got a +5. That's 12.
This little minnow man doesn't want the smoke. He's just concerned.
Listen,
about
Bleebly,
Theo.
he doesn't want the smoke. He's okay. He's a brother.
Yeah.
I will, I'll trust your judgment here, Toolugga.
Thank you, Bleebly.
Your lead prophet here.
I lean into this guy.
So sorry, man. So sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool.
Sorry, I pat him on the chest. Just go.
I'm gonna go.
You
Okay.
get a stiff drink.
Yep, we'll do.
I'm gonna do a little pump fake at him while he passes me.
You start as these little fish feet walk around. You guys now, the gate kind of comes up, and you're looking out into a big, thick forest. You guys have been outside of the city walls a couple times before. Some of the small scout missions you've gotten from Yarnao, but you guys are free to head north. What'd you guys like to do?
I don't know if Theo's told you to, but Theo's going to tell you guys as you're walking. Oh, I got you guys a bump in pay from Yarnao because I told him I had the best. So
Score!
Hell yeah, son. Up top. All right.
Can I get an athletics check from the two of you to try to separate? Is your Kuatoa kind of fishy fin just
16?
18.
you guys are able to pull apart the high five.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Theo.
hey, anything for my best friends.
Oh, you're my best friend too.
That's why you're my god.
Well, that too. Yeah. Well,
Can everyone give
working on
me a one more perception check?
11.
7.
21.
On a 21, as you guys are walking away, as you guys are talking about how great friends you are, you look up on the wall, you can see Bleegong in a full scale mail holding your shield is just glaring down.
Hold the fort, Bleegong. I love you.
Does it look like he's wearing, like, way too big armor?
Way too big. You can like barely see his little flippers up the sides of it. But yeah, he doesn't even say anything to Julia. He just stares menacingly on top of the wall.
I'm gonna blow him a kiss.
He kind of comes off the side of the wall.
We're gonna have to deal with that, huh?
I don't know why Uncle Bleegon doesn't love me.
I don't know either. You're wonderful, son.
Thank you, Father.
I think he's great, you know. That's why you're one of my best friends.
Maybe therapy.
And you guys all make your way up through the wooded path. Can I get survival checks from everybody? Kind of a lower DC on this one. You guys have kind of traversed these woods before.
12.
22.
15.
Toolugga, you're like in your element out here. For all of you, it's kind of just nice being outside the city a little bit. And you're making your way through the woods. Toolugga, you know the path you need to go if you want to make it up to this kind of like ranger outpost. But yeah, as you're going, I'll also say with that kind of high of a survival check, one thing is very apparent. Think of these forests very similar to like Pacific Northwest, big, tall redwood trees. But the whole forest is quite dry. As you guys are even walking, you can hear like loud crunching of dried leaves and like sticks underneath your feet. And again, with a very high survival check, as you guys look up, you can see there are these little flying squirrels sort of like darting between the trees above you.
Weird. Never seen those guys before. Hope a forest fire doesn't start. It's so dry out here.
We got enough food? Do you want to?
As you see these kind of like little flying squirrels just kind of moving up through the trees, probably haven't seen these before. The forest has never been dry enough where you could see up so clearly into the canopy of leaves. But I'm going to actually need... Who's holding the bag of holding? That'd be you, right?
Me.
Okay, Toolugga. Toolugga, I am going to need you to make a DC 14 charisma saving throw.
Oh boy, it's a nat 20, bitch.
Daddy!
You, as you're like looking up at all these little squirrels, there's like a little weird kind of like shiver goes up to your spine a little bit. And you can see that like someone was like trying to kind of wriggle around a little bit, and you kind of shake it off. And then you hear a message cantrip go into your mind.
Give me the bag. Give me the food. Give it. You don't need it. What are you going to use it for? Give it to me.
I'm going to eat it, you freak, wherever you are.
The rest of you just see Toolugga just talking to himself in the middle of the woods here.
Daddy, who are you talking to?
Someone used mind magic on me.
No, I didn't. Shut up.
What?
Never mind, it's not mind magic. He's just talking to me.
Shut up. No, I didn't do anything.
I don't hear anybody, Dad.
Give me the bag.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
No, I'm not giving you the bag.
Give me the bag.
Where are you?
Shut up.
Wait, what bag?
Theo.
This bag. I hold out the bag.
Oh, no, he's holding up
there
the
it
bag.
is.
Can I get a perception check, everyone?
12.
It's a 22.
22 as well.
You two clock that amongst the flying squirrels going up through the tree, there's one a little bit larger. It's a squirrel that's kind of clinging to the side of one of the trees near you. And you can see that it was just pointing at you, casting the message spell. And you can see that it's like holding like these little magical beads, and it looks like it's wearing like a little tiny like hat. And it's just like,
Look somewhere else. Not me. No.
Come down here. We'll bargain.
Maybe you just give it to me instead.
No. And I start taking out bits of food and I start eating it slowly.
Oh, don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. Give it to me. Give it to me instead. You bastards.
Delicious.
I am going to need Glebnor. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm so dumb. That's a 0? Which was a nat 1? -1?
You hear in your mind,
The fish guy is so greedy. Maybe if you take the bag, we can share it. Bring me the bag.
Daddy wouldn't be greedy against me and our new god.
I don't know any of that stuff, but I know that I want that bag of food, and you're gonna give it to me. Get the bag from him and bring it to me. Climb up here.
this is the suggestion spell.
Dad, this I think we should maybe give this bag to that thing that's talking to my insides.
Son, it's called bartering. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Terror. Yes.
Get down here, you freak.
No, you bring me the bag. Bring it.
I light up my hands with the burning hand spell. You know what this will do in this dry environment?
I need all three of you to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw as he kind of wriggles into your mind.
15.
Let's go.
Nat 20 again.
Oh no.
That's a nat 1 for a 3.
Theo, you are affected by these desperate lies. A creature that can hear this Ratatosk makes a saving throw. When you fail, you're going to have to attack one of your friends here. So I'm going to have you try to attack Toolugga and take the bag. You don't have to make an attack roll, but I'm making make an athletics check against Toolugga to try to rip the bag out of his hand.
It's like a half-hearted because it was I rolled a 4 -1, so it's a 3. It's like
can I
a
get
half-hearted
an athletics
tug.
check from you?
14.
Yeah, you pull the bag away from Theo.
Theo, snap out of it.
Come on. And just like trying to grab the bag, but like not seriously, just like, come on, just tugging the bag just
I'm
a little
gonna
bit.
have a pseudopod come out and push against Theo. Say, you're better than this. You're a god.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And maybe like a little slap.
Oh, damn it. This is going terrible for me.
He's just up in the tree looking down at you.
Someone bring me the bag. I need the food.
How long am I affected by that?
I think it was just like a one-time thing. You had to try to make an attack to grab it.
Do I know that he casted it?
100%.
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Wait, what are you loading that crossbow for? Stop. No, you're supposed to give me the bag. No.
It's a dirty 20.
Ow!
Go ahead and roll damage.
It's 5 piercing damage.
You see you hit him, and he's like,
Fuck me.
he kind of like scrambles away up the tree. He's going to use a bonus action to try to hide. You can all make a perception check for me, and I will roll a stealth check here.
It's a 9.
10.
It's a 7.
And with a 14, he's like,
I'll fucking get you guys.
he scrambles away with a crossbow in his little tiny squirrel shoulder.
I could just burn the woods.
But we got to walk through the woods.
Yeah, but that direction, not that way.
We have to come back, Father. But we'll have water when we come back.
Hopefully.
Yes, because of Bleeblee.
That's true.
Our God.
Can you guys all inside check yourselves? As stupid as that sounds.
That's a 3.
It's
I
22.
continue to believe we're going to get water from our new God.
That's a 10.
You two are kind of buying into your own bullshit for a second, but Toolugga, you realize there's a very good chance that you bring no rain on your return trip.
Gonna make sure I save a spell slot.
Yeah, and I'll say, while you guys are within 100 feet of this creature, there's just a constant little...
Fuck you guys. Fucking, give me the fucking bag.
I start slowly eating all the snacks.
No, come on.
I gave you a chance, you freak.
Hear me out. We could set up a trap, make you into a box, put the food down. When he comes down to get it, you grapple him.
I love that.
This is why you're the god, Bleeblee.
Okay, so you're going to turn into a box?
I'm going to turn into a box with a little stick holding me up on an angle.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll place a good chunk of food under.
Okay.
And then me and Toolugga will hide off to the sides. And then once you grapple him, we interrogate him.
Okay.
Form of a box.
Okay, can I get a stealth check from you two that are not a box right now?
Ooh, it's 7.
That's a 15.
Okay, and then I need a deception check from Glebnor.
That's 16.
Okay. The Ratatosk rolled an 18 intelligence check. So he's up in the tree and he goes,
Did you really think the box trick was gonna work?
I'm just a slimy green box.
You mother freak. None of you like these are my woods and you're gonna give me the bag. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it when you least expect it. I'm gonna get those snacks.
He's up in the tree, so his line of sight is probably pretty great.
you actually can't see him right now. You can just hear him. He has a telepathy out to 100 feet. Oh. He's definitely watching you guys, but you don't know where he is right now.
I'm going to turn into a big flat cape that drapes around both Theo and Daddy Toolugga.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think we can get this again. But this time, we sneaky dig a hole, and I lay on top of it in the form of dry leaves. And we put the snacks on top, and we trap them in the hole.
I like this plan.
It's a good plan, son. I like this.
Do you have the spell grease?
Let me see what I have here. No.
Because I was thinking just grease the bottom of it so his hands and feet will be slippery and he can't climb.
Well, once he falls through me, I can solidify over the top, trapping him.
It's true.
I'm going to put my hand on my son's shoulder. I believe you can do this, son. I'm going to give him guidance.
Okay.
Thank you, Daddy.
Can I get another deception check? So you guys are kind of like walking and kind of moving through the woods still.
That's 15.
Okay. 15, pretty good. Let me see here.
Guidance,
Is
remember.
that with the guidance?
Yeah,
D4
we got a
for
D4 on that bad boy.
Oh, okay. 15 and then another 4 piece. Call that 19.
Okay, so I also got a 19 on the intelligence. So I'm going to say that, let's do a little roll off. Straight D20. I got a 9.
That's an 11.
Okay. You guys keep walking for a bit, and every once in a while you can just hear like, whew. It's like clearly there's a squirrel kind of tracking you as you guys move through the woods. And at a certain point, he kind of just loses sight of you. And what does your little trap look like you've made for this creature?
So On the fourth floor, it looks as though there's a pile of wet green leaves.
Gross.
And placed directly in the center of it is a pile of delicious Kuatoa snacks, which I imagine is like tentacles and
Of course, yeah.
other such
It's like calamari. Yeah.
bearing treats. Just below it is a 20-foot pit.
Okay. Where did this 20-foot pit come from?
We stumbled across it.
Oh, okay. I'm going to need a survival check to find a random 20-foot pit on your little forest path.
That's a nat one.
The 20-foot pit is a puddle. You're just a blob of leaves over a small puddle. And as you two goobs are in bushes hiding, you watch as Glebnor lays across this very shallow puddle. But there is a little... And you see a little squirrel glide down and look around. And he's going to go for one of the snacks. This is an athletics check, so I'm getting right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. This thing has a -3 to strength. Still a 14.
I got a 20 to snap shut on him like a Venus flytrap.
Now, fuck me.
You see you just snap around him. He's now inside you. Just like,
Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
then you all hear as telepathy hits all of your heads.
Okay, I think maybe we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm gonna really need you to let me go, or I'm gonna fucking gore you.
Try your best.
You're dealing with a god here.
I can make you into soup.
And you're dealing with a Ratatosk. We are the lords of this forest. Everyone thinks so, so you should let me go.
I've never heard of you.
You guys can all make insight checks.
What is a lord to a god? Blee blee.
Ooh, that's a 5. I have no clue what this thing is.
That's 21.
What'd you say, insight?
Yes.
It's an 11.
The Ratatoks are not lords of the forest. They are famously just little liars. They're lying squirrel folk people. Most of their abilities are about lying and trickery. This guy, but it could be dangerous still. You don't really know what the hell it is, and it's now inside Glebnor floating around. And it looks like it's getting ready to try to bite its way out.
I'd be careful if I were you, you little liar.
I'd be careful if I were you.
I don't know. And I glow some necrotic energy for my inflict.
You're charging up and inflict wounds on him?
Don't make me do it.
Listen, you don't want to do that.
I'll push your little head right out front for Daddy to grab.
Listen, if you try to attack me, I may make you attack him, or maybe you'll attack him. Who knows? You don't know what you're dealing with, kid.
Don't make me do this.
Don't make me gore you. Give me a snack so I can
All
go.
right, that's it. I go to just punch him.
You're gonna punch him? Yeah, go for it.
And I'm gonna like fart him out of the front of me. Just a little bit, like just his head.
Yeah, he plops up.
I got a 6.
Just his head plops out. You go to punch him. He's going to use his desperate lies reaction one more time. I need you to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
No, that's 13.
You go ahead and punch Glebnor.
Well,
You just roll unarmed strike damage.
I rolled a 6 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Oh, so you go to punch the Ratatosk as it, now that it has its head out, it like tries to bite the side of Glebnor to pull the rest of its body out of the goo. And as this like, there's just a horrible little cacophony here as you're trying to punch him. The thing dodges. Glebnor accidentally lets him out. He plops out on the ground. You miss Glebnor. See this thing scamper off into the woods.
I'm coming back for the snacks, motherfuckers.
He just runs off into the fucking woods. Yeah, I think that'll be the end of the Ratatosk adventure on this little thing. You just see a little squirrel glide away into the dry forest.
That was weird.
What a little freak.
All right.
We should come back later and beat the hell out of him.
Oh, for sure.
Agreed.
Yeah, give
He
me
might be filled with water.
He might be the key to water.
I could destroy water.
I love looking at a low intelligence group of characters trying to figure out plans. It's always funny to me. Yeah, after this strange little encounter with some of the weird woodland creatures in this this deep wood, you guys keep trucking it. You guys know it's only probably a few hours hike to get to this kind of ranger outpost. Give me another survival check as you guys go a little deeper.
5.
Also 5.
A nice 11.
Okay. I think as they're kind of like walking ahead a little bit, you just kind of have like a moment as you're walking where you realize this is the farthest you've ever gone from Titaghol. And you kind of look back in this like deep, thick woods, and you're like, yeah, this is the farthest I've ever left home. As you're kind of on this little goofy adventure into the woods here.
Can I quickly run up to like a tree and just mark TJ in a tree?
Yeah, hell yeah. You see, you kind of make a little mark in the woods there. Actually, give me a nature check real quick.
It's a 6.
Yeah, as you're carving it in, you see the tree just kind of turns and a face kind of pushes out of the bark. Hey man, ow.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's fine, but you know, consent, dog.
Didn't know you were alive. Are you all alive?
Just me for this bit. So yeah, no, just me. Have a good one. Just pulls back into the bark.
Gonna put away like the crossbow bolt and be like, well, that was awkward. Catch up to them.
Theo, what are you doing back there?
I was talking to a tree.
Trees don't talk.
He's a
To a
god,
god
father.
they do.
Oh my god, Bleeblee's already experiencing godlike behavior.
Yeah, and I'll say, as you guys are kind of moving through the woods here, you guys would know about this kind of thick stretch of woods. In ancient times, during the Great Dreadforge Uprising, you guys obviously know that a massive colossus made itself all the way to the Grove. But with it were Dreadforge soldiers. This woods has been pretty much picked clean of any kind of scrap from that time period, but there are parts of the woods you can see that were definitely at one point battlefields. Cleared trees that have never fully grown back from the magical damage done there. But yeah, you guys just kind of keep trucking along. Give me one last survival check as you guys are approaching Brackenridge post.
11.
Okay.
15.
19.
Okay, yeah.
Let's
Theo,
go.
you can see like now, as you're getting closer up the ridge, you all kind of look up and see that you're the closest to the mountains you've ever really been. And at the base of the mountain, you can see there is kind of a small, like a ranger cabin. And out front of this ranger cabin, you can see there is a big orcish ranger. He's got kind of like a long green cloak on, kind of just kind of standard kind of fighting leathers on, and he kind of comes out of the post as you guys are approaching.
Oh, hey there. How we doing? What's up, boys? How are we?
We're great. We're on our way on a pilgrimage for our great god Bleeblee.
Oh, well, if you boys are going through the mountain pass, I'm sorry, but it's kind of, we're kind of busy right now. We've got a lot of people coming through lately. Where are you boys heading?
We're headed to the marsh.
The bog?
The bog.
Oh, you're going to the bog? Hey, nobody goes to the bog. That's crazy.
But that's where our pilgrimage is.
Pilgrimage to the bog? No one told me
Do
about
you not
this.
recognize our god? Bleeblee!
And Theo does like a little presentation thing of himself.
Well, Bleeblee, it is nice to meet you, but unfortunately, I can't really be letting you boys wander off into the bog. You're gonna get killed.
I got a pass.
You got a pass? What do you mean?
Yeah, I got a pass.
Oh, let me take a look at that there.
Here you go, bud.
Oh, Gamey Green gave you a little marking.
Hey, you know our dusty friend?
I have heard she's gotten a bit dry in her later years.
Clinically so.
Oh, geez. Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's bad. We're trying to make
Chronic.
Bleeblee a god to bring rain and moisture.
Oh, that'd be great. I don't know if you boys have noticed. This forest is real dry. As a ranger, I frequently worry about forest fires. It's kind of all I think about.
Yeah, I was a little concerned walking through the woods.
Oh, yeah, real dry. We think something's going on out in that bog, but I wouldn't recommend going out there. It's probably pretty dangerous.
Well, the pass is to the bog. We gotta go.
Okay, well, oh boy, just, be careful out there. And Theo, can I get an insight check with advantage? As his eyes kind of like hang on you for a second.
15 with advantage.
He kind of just like rests on you just for a second. Oh boy, I don't know what it is. You look super familiar to me. It's crazy.
He's our god.
Oh yeah, Bleeblee, right?
Maybe you've seen me in your dreams.
Oh, gee, I guess that might possibly be a reason.
Some might call it a vision.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you boys are going to go out that way, you got to be real careful. Those paths out there are real windy. You guys know about the bar stock paths?
No,
I can tell by your blank face it's probably not.
not at all.
Okay, everybody gather around for a minute and we're going to do a little bit of a story time situation. Come on, come take a seat.
Okay, come here, come sit up Papa's lap, son.
You can see in front of this little ranger hut, there is a kind of like a little fire pit. And you see he casts the bonfire cantrip on it and kind of lights up.
Okay, so here's the thing about the path to the bog. Very, very confusing stuff. Back in ancient times, way back then, there was kind of like a forest demon. He kind of wandered through the woods, and the thing about him is, anytime he went anywhere, he kind of screwed up all the paths. So they'll kind of change and wind on you. So you got to be real careful out there. Pretty easy to get lost.
What if my grandmama, whom I love very much,
Okay, yeah.
gave us an infinite amount of snacks?
Oh, so your plan is to kind of leave a little bit of a breadcrumb trail for yourself?
Something of that sort.
Yeah,
Would you say that there's weird squirrel creatures that might...
Oh, do you ever run in with a rat tusk?
You don't even know.
Those little fuckers, they be getting all over the place. Swinging in, flying, they keep stealing all my nuts.
Do they come this far out?
Now, not typically. Unless you really angered one. I don't know unless that happened.
Oh yeah, we would never.
Oh, okay, all
Never
right.
anger
Oh,
one.
jeez, okay. Well, and at this point, can everyone make a perception check for me real quick?
So you're gonna turn into a rat-a-tat.
You guys are all kind of like gathered on this little campfire.
It's a 12.
Okay.
It's a 7.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As everyone's kind of talking, you look up to Toolugga and you can see that there is a beast running down the mountain pass, kind of like loose. Let me try to describe this for you. It looks like a large capybara, but it has 6 legs, kind of like a thicker hide and 2 big tusks coming out the front. And this beast is probably like about the size of like a car. It's pretty large. It is running wildly down the path, coming like from the mountains. And there's like clearly like a bunch of like pots and pans kind of tied to the side of it. It looks like a whole like rucksack just loose flying. And with that perception, you also see there's like turnips flying out of bags that are tied to the side of it. Can I get an animal handling check from anyone as this beast is charging down?
Yes, you can.
Oh, boy, what the heck is that?
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh, jeez.
14?
That one is so funny.
13.
This thing is running through the path. Toolugga, you go out to stop it. It just immediately tramples you.
Ow!
One sec. You can take a little
This
blood.
hurts.
You are unfortunately going to take, we'll call it like a D6. You take 4 bludgeoning damage. As once again, Toolugga is just pulled underneath this big beast. It's kind of swirling around. But then I will say, how do you want to stop this creature?
Big flat!
Perfect. As it charges through Toolugga, you get in front of it and turn to a big flat wall. And you see it kind of bounces off of you and kind of falls over itself. And at this point, you can see there is a tall fur bulk man running down the mountain pass. He has a kind of long, stringy red hair, a big mustache. He's probably like 8 foot tall. These are like giant kin. And he's just, as he's running down, he's just like, Poppy! Poppy, come back! He's just hoofing it down the path. He gets to the bottom of the hill. He's just kind of completely like keeled over, breathing in wicked heavy. Oh, so sorry about that. So sorry. She got loose on the mountain pass. I'm sorry. Have you guys seen any more of the turnips? He's kind of collecting these like loose vegetables that are all over the ground.
Big flat.
Oh, you were here. You're so big and flat.
Ow!
Your animal ran over my friend here.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He's gonna come over. He's like, let me here, have some of these. And he starts like pushing berries in your mouth.
What are you doing?
Close your mouth. Just chill.
What are you doing to Daddy?
These are good berries. They're very good berries.
He's right. They are very good berries.
You get all those hit points back as you munch down 6 good berries.
They are delicious, actually.
Or 4 good berries. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's been a very long journey. Am I close to Titaghol?
Kinda?
Yeah, actually.
You just need to keep going, and I just point back towards the way we just came.
Yeah, pal, what you're gonna want to do, you see the ranger pushes forward, this little orc fellow, he's just like, you're gonna want to go down that path, beware of the squirrels, mug your way, and he's kind of just giving the guy directions, and he's just, thanks, it's been a long journey. Things are getting pretty crazy in the valley, I had to get the hell out.
Do you have snacks? Like, outside of good berries, do you have snacks in a bag?
No, I got, just mostly turnips, some carrots.
You might want to just like double tie that bag.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, those squirrels out there are kind of assholes.
They're pissed. They are very mad at me.
Okay, good to know. I'm a druid, so I think I'll probably be all right. I can speak to most animals.
They're also assholes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They
no good.
lie a lot.
Big time jerks.
Hey, Poppy, please get up here, honey. And he kind of picks up this big, strange creature. This is Poppy. Usually she's a real sweetheart, but she got kind of spooked on the trail.
What'd she see?
I don't know. It's just dangerous terrain up there. It's real rocky and jagged. Yeah, I've been going for days. I heard that Titaghol's safe for people of different faiths, so I thought I'd make my way here.
It's a bit dry right now, but we're working on it.
I noticed that. What's going on in this place?
We are lacking the rain.
Oh,
And we're on a pilgrimage to bring our newly acquired god Bleeblee to godhood.
Theo stands at attention.
Oh, yeah. Well, you look the part, guy.
Hey, well, thank you.
Did you see any wet while you were up there?
Everybody make an insight check, actually.
Any wet?
See any wet?
Any wet is a crazy question to ask.
I got a net 20.
Okay, I got a 3.
Nat 20?
Yeah, I've been popping off.
Yeah, this has been a good Toolugga session.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
Yeah, so with your Nat 20, he kind of looks a little cagey. And I also with your Nat 20, you notice that he's like putting away a like holy symbol that is on his shirt that kind of came loose during this whole altercation. Yeah, well, there's plenty of rain back that way. I don't know how much you guys know, but the Stormcallers, they're kicking up a lot of fuss. Everyone in my grove had to scatter. They're at war with the Magrians. It's a real trouble in the valley.
Why war?
I don't really know how much I should be talking about this with you guys. No offense or anything. It's just, we just met.
But I'm a god.
So,
Bleeblee, hold on. I am of the
yeah, go ahead.
Ploopploopleen clan.
Ploopploopleen?
Yeah, clan Ploopploopleen.
Of the famed Ploopploopleens.
And we are kind of a big deal back in town, so don't worry.
Okay, well, if I were you, and he looks at you, Theo, I would kind of cut down on all that god talk. The Stormcallers don't take too kindly to it.
You understand?
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Right?
Just because...
What's a storm caller?
And what's your deal?
Oh, sorry,
Oh, this guy's cool. Storm caller, I guess, is the problem.
I'm a cleric to nature itself, kind of just took two different paths there. He's trying to say multiclassing without multiclassing. But yeah, the Stormcallers, they're on a real tirade lately. They worship Krizik, the Storm Lord.
That's not real.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very real.
I don't believe it.
You guys obviously know about the Great Maelstrom up north in the valley. You guys can all give me a history check.
Okay. Can't
Kind
wait
of a
to
lower DC on this one.
That's a nat 0. What the hell's a valley?
It's a fat 4.
It's an 11.
With 11 Glebnor?
The 2-year-old knows the most.
I will say, when you were kind of being introduced to Titaghol around town in the first couple months of your life, it would have been pretty cool to you to see a giant city built around like a big robot. That's something pretty wild. But you would have heard at some point people talking about how what ended that big uprising was a giant storm. Yeah, they're clerics of Krizik. They worship the Storm Lord that kind of hovers over the Iron Scar. But lately, they've become much more militant, I would say. We fled from the Misglen, me and Poppy here. They don't take kindly to false gods.
False?
He is not a false god.
I didn't mean it like that. Any god in general, really.
Oh, okay. So they just are
So they're
real
worshiping
mean.
a false god is what I'm
They're
hearing.
pretty monotheistic, I would say.
What a bunch of freaks.
Yeah. But yeah, they bring the storm. I'll tell you that much.
I remember hearing something about something, but
I'm not worried.
Bleedly can't handle.
Everything I've ran into is turned to soup before my hands.
That's also true. You two are very good at the hand-to-hand combat. So,
I mean, hopefully you'll never have to run into any of them. This place is
ready
we
to
do.
bonk people who don't want to believe in Bleedly.
I would advise against it. They're pretty powerful servants of their lord. But I came this way because I heard that Titaghol was supposed to be pretty safe, pretty secluded.
Yeah, we're pretty chill back home.
yeah.
Oh,
It's great.
very, very chill. Yeah, I think you're gonna really, really like it when you get down there. Beautiful grove. As a druid, you're gonna dig it big time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great news. Okay, well, thank you guys so much. Can I give you some turnips for the road?
Sure, just put them in the bag.
Well, that's a pretty small bag. Are they gonna fit?
Hold on, watch this. Whoa! I know, wild, huh?
Oh man, maybe you guys weren't kidding about the Ploopploopleens. And he starts. He just hands you a couple of turnips and plops them
Thank
into
you.
the bag.
When you reach the town, tell them Toolugga sent you there.
Will do. Thanks again. Poppy, say thank you. You see this big creature's like.
I go to shake its hand.
Which one? It's got 6.
The front right.
Oh yeah. Kind of give me an animal handling check.
It's 10.
Yeah, it lets you do it. It's just like. It's just big.
Nice to meet you, Poppy.
Okay. I'm gonna get my bearings here. Are you guys also heading back to Titaghol? I could go with you.
No, we're gonna go on our pilgrimage for the one true god, Bleedly.
Oh well. Good luck, Bleeblee. It's great to meet you.
Why, thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna produce a pamphlet.
What's that?
Just some information on Bleedly.
You've got to tell me what's on this pamphlet. What if you worked up 24 hours on this pamphlet?
It's just some insane ramblings about how the explosion of
Gongilla
birthed forth the one true god of wetness, Bleedly.
What god of wetness, Bleeblee?
We don't know what kind of god he is.
We don't know what kind of god he is, but we desperately need wet, so
Okay, yeah.
we are
Fingers
really-
crossed.
hoping it's wet when we figure it out.
Okay. This is a very interesting pamphlet. A lot of disparaging comments about this Gongilla fella.
He was just... Don't bring him up in front of Uncle Pee-Pee.
Who's Uncle Pee-Pee?
Privilus.
Oh, yes, that's the name I would know. I'm kidding. I
You'll
don't-
know him when you get there.
Yeah,
Oh, you boys know Privilus?
He's my uncle.
He's my brother.
I heard good things about that guy.
Yeah, he's not the brightest bulb in the shed.
He's trying hard, but
That's good stuff. Okay.
that's coming from me.
Well, all right. Here, sir, you can go ahead and take a rest here. Go ahead and take a short rest if you'd like. Not you guys. You guys have already had a bit of a meeting. But yeah, I'll say, sure thing. All right, boys. Well, if you're gonna be taking the bar stock pats again, really try to keep your wits about you. And it's particularly dry out there, so be careful of any, little spirits or any kind of fae out there. They could be dangerous. You boys ever heard of the Children of the Briar?
No.
I'm 2.
Okay, you're pretty big for 2.
Have I?
You can make a history check if you want. History or nature, I'll say, whatever's higher for you.
Hold on, let me see what my need. No, they're both -1. 14.
14? I'll actually say, me, Mommy, and Ploopploopleen used to tell you scary stories of the Children of the Briar when you were a boy. It was kind of like a old wives' tale of kind of to keep kids from sneaking out of the city and going too deep into the woods on their own. Children of the Briar are small sort of thorn sprites that like to play tricks on people out here in the deep woods.
Yeah, they're, you've probably heard of them.
Yeah,
I can see you nodding along there.
Mommy and Ploopploopleen told me terrible stories.
Oh, yeah, they like to play tricks. They can be kind of
Worse than the squirrels.
I would probably rank them above the squirrels in terms of dangerousness. Definitely. Kind of the
What
same.
about annoying? Are they more annoying than those squirrels?
Well, the Ratatosk is more of a lying scumbag type of a character, but these guys are more about just kind of getting you lost, tricking you, that kind of stuff.
Are they susceptible to hammers to the forehead?
I think most things in the world are susceptible to a hammer in the forehead, if I'm being totally honest with you.
Good to know.
Are those a type of kill on sight thing, or do we just kind of let it go?
Yeah, I mean, you can try to make some kind of offering to the woods if you run into them, but they're little assholes. They might just kind of just start pricking at you or kind of tangling you up, you know?
All right.
Yeah, but again, be very careful out there. People don't go deep into that bog for a reason. It's dangerous territory, you know?
Well, thank you for the heads up.
Okay.
One question. Have you recently seen another like scouting crew come through here? Probably sent by Yarnao.
You don't work for Yarnao, do you?
I don't know. I told you we're on a pilgrimage.
No, none of that little junkrat scouts have made their way out here, thank God.
All right, yeah. Just wondering if you've seen anybody.
Okay.
We heard some news that people came out this way, so we were trying to send them back,
Oh, that's good. That's being good servants. I like that. Civil servants. You see, we wardens, we keep running a tight ship out these ways in the woods. And actually, Glebnor, can I get a perception or investigation check with advantage? Pretty low DC on this bad boy.
18?
18.
No, sorry, 19.
19. As this guy's talking about it, you see like little scrawlings on the side of the ranger hut. It almost looks like graffiti for a second.
I'm a rogue.
This is thieves' cant. And as you look at it, you can see it is a small message. Snuck by this dumbass. No worries. You're on the right path. Making our way to the bog. Should be back in a couple days.
All right. Sidebar, father.
Yes, son?
You see that like shit on the side of the thing there?
My eyes see many things, son. I do not see anything on that shed. What do you see?
I'm with my beautiful blue eyes.
Yes, they are gorgeous, just like I'm assuming your mother's.
I've gathered that this guy's kind of a doofus. And we're on the right path, apparently.
He's a doofus?
He's just like, so what you really want to make sure you do is forest fires can be dangerous. You want to, always make sure you clear down.
We're just going to keep
and
moving.
if you're going to take the bonfire cantrip, make sure you take control flames as well, because you don't want to get out of control.
Bleebly, let's go.
Yeah, let's just...
So long.
He's still kind of looking at you weird, Theo. Something about you, kid. You look so familiar.
Maybe you had 2 dreams about me.
Oh, that might be it.
You might be a believer, a bleebly.
Would you like a pamphlet?
I'll take a pamphlet. Oh, I don't know about that now. It's all wet. This thing's covered in goo. Who the heck is Gongilla?
Give it a little...
Yeah, he kind of shakes it out. Goo kind of drips on the floor. Okay, so he was born from the Gongilla. That's good to know. Okay, all right. When did this happen? This is pretty intense lore.
Yesterday.
Oh, okay. So kind of a newer thing going on for you. All right. Well, boys, it has been a real hoot. Listen, if you're going to be getting out that way, go down the Barstock path. There might... let me take a second here. He kind of goes into the cabin, kind of rustles around a little bit, and comes out holding a like old kind of weathered map. Take this. Any of you guys got a map case you can throw this bad boy in?
I do.
Okay. All right. That's your body. But,
just push it in.
Okay. Well, I marked on here. There used to be an old ranger hut way out there. People don't use it anymore. But if you can get your way out there, I've had people go. It's probably a safe bet. If you get to the ranger hut, and kind of points at the map. If you can find that little hut, you'll be on the cusp of the swamp. So that's where you're going to be trying to get to. That spot right outside the bog. Oh, I didn't like that. Didn't like that one bit.
I didn't want to get lost.
All right. Well, I'm going to hang out with my new buddy here. What's your name, for a bulk friend? He's like, oh, I'm so sorry. My name is Fenric. I'm just excited to get the fuck out of that valley. It was getting real hairy down there. And you see these two are just kind of waving at you guys as you kind of make your way down this kind of dry, winding path.
That ranger was weird.
I kind of liked him.
Very friendly.
But he was staring at me
He
a
did
lot.
seem taken by you.
Yeah.
Well, you are a god.
All right, son, guys, we got to chill out on the talk here. Remember, we're trying to buy time.
I thought we were making me a god.
Yes.
Father, the wetness.
Yes. Just, son, when you do go to create a god, you don't know what they're going to turn into.
But we're
Oh, is that
hoping
what
for
happened with your
wet.
last god?
Don't know the last god. I'm dipping into your goddamn accent.
It's pretty hard not to talk like this. I'm not
Stop
gonna
it.
lie to you.
I'm doing Skeletor and that combined.
Canadian Skeletor.
Those were some good guys. I like those boys. Real good looking fellas.
God. He-Man. All right, I'm back.
The wetness, Father.
I'll tone it down. All right, we'll figure all this stuff out. But when we meet people probably that aren't the storm callers or
Oh,
whatever.
forget those guys. Lay it on. We convert those. Those are like bonus points.
I think those are going to be the ones that are harder to convince.
But when we convince them, huh?
Their belief will be so strong.
I mean, they'd have to believe as hard as they believe, whatever the
Exactly.
storm
We
guy's
just
name
gotta
is.
break them mentally.
Why don't we just kill their god?
Well, that creates a god vacuum, and that's a whole different thing, son. It's a power struggle and a half.
Okay.
We aren't there yet. Someday.
And as you guys are walking down these kind of windy, dry paths away from this hut, kind of northeast, kind of hugging the side of the mountain, can I get one more survival check from you guys?
17.
Nice.
14.
13.
Okay. You guys are doing a pretty good job. There are like kind of clear paths at first. But after an hour, as you guys are kind of walking and arguing about your plans for godhood and whatnot, as you look behind you, you can see that the path has changed.
Daddy, may I have a turnip?
Sure.
Whip out a turnip from
Go
myself.
for it.
I guess we could do lunch.
I'm going to absorb the turnip into my body and use one of my daggers that's floating in me to dice it up.
Okay. Disgusting. It's like a ninja that like inside you, like a ninja blender.
Yeah, so now I have, what do you think an average turnip would yield in chunks of?
I mean, how thinly we dice in here, my guy.
It's Glebnor the slap chop, so.
Yeah, slap chop.
I
Perfect.
have 53 turnip chunks.
Okay, perfect.
I would like to start leaving a trail
Perfect.
using said turnip chunks.
Perfect. Can I just get a we'll call this like a religion or insight check? And Toolugga, I'll let you make this with advantage. You can all do it. Yep.
But Toolugga gets advantage.
He does because
23.
Ooh.
3.
It's a nat 20.
Oh shit. As you're walking, you two, nat 20 to 23, you can see that as Glebnor kind of drops pieces of the turnip behind him, the paths just twist and change no matter what. You guys are now in the Barstock paths, and you, with a nat 20, you can sense that it's not like this creature, this demonic forest beast is still here or anything, but where he tread, he has changed the nature of the magic in this forest. And with your 23, I will say that you see that as the paths change and twist, the path ahead of you starts becoming thicker and thicker, covered in brambles. And you can see that as you're moving forward, more of these thorns seem to be growing on the sides of the path. And you hear just real quiet, just little tiny giggles in the woods.
Everyone hold. I have an idea.
All right, so I need to ask how otherworldly perception works.
Yeah, go ahead, read that for me.
For the next minute, I could see invisible creatures and objects within 60 feet as if they were visible, and I could see 60 feet into the ethereal plane. The part that has me confused is it says once I use this trait, I can do so again until I finish a long rest. I'm assuming it means I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now.
You do it, and as you do, you can see that the path, it's so strange. As you look behind you, it's like even if you're not walking, it looks like you're moving forward as the path surges, move and change. But
Like a moving sidewalk
exactly.
at the airport.
It's the worst. And then ahead of you, you can see that there are two very small little bramble covered fey looking creatures up ahead. And they're both just like,
Hi.
Hi.
I can see you.
Yeah, you can.
You mind just letting us go?
Where's the fun in that?
True. What if I gave you, and I just grab a random thing, this?
What is it?
What I pull out of the bag? I just reach my hand in.
perfect. Give me like a straight luck check.
All right, so D20.
Mm-hmm.
An 18.
An 18. You pull out like a perfect like fish taco. Just kind
One
of.
of these.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna tangle you up, though.
Yeah.
And next time on Dicey Situations, I will have you all roll against being entangled by these children of the briar. Thanks so much for joining us, folks. We'll catch you guys on the talk back, where we'll talk about this episode. Always a pleasure, everybody. Bye. Oh, wait, hold on. Keep it dicey.
Howdy, Glebnor here, and I just want to say thanks for listening to Dicey Situations. If you liked what you heard, make sure you come back on Friday to listen to our talkback called Situational Awareness, where we break down the episode and you get to know us, the players, a little bit better. And as always, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, and word of mouth actually helps a lot. So if you could tell all your friends, that would be great. Thanks again. Keep it dicey!
This has been a Business Shark production.